wovon auf der ist nicht mein Vierten. Ich bin ja davon machen in dem Vierten, nein. Mama, ich bin Kriminal, Test.
Сука, блядь, час назад трахаться в машине, да, плексиглаз, супотекс, вот.
Okay, everyone, so green helmet is a counterpuncher, blue helmet is a high-volume punches aggressive brawler. The problem is that the green helmet does not throw so many punches, but he stays in a close range. Because counterpunchers don't throw high volumes, look how many he's taking and how few he's throwing back. Taking so many shots to the body make him lose agility and speed because body shots usually take out the air of an opponent. Another thing you should never do as a counterpuncher is wrestle too much or push, as we can see in this example. Just look how much energy and endurance gets wasted. Energy and endurance that you actually need for the actual fight and should not be wasting doing something like this. Just imagine how much more endurance you're wasting when you wrestle and receive body shots at the same time. Giving this long jab, you can see he's a long-range counterpuncher, which means he should stay in that range, but he does not. The reason why he does not realize that during the entire round, losing so much endurance, taking so many shots, is because he actually has an intention. There's actually something he wants to execute, but he fails because his opponent does not let him. Now, just look at the punishment he's taking at that close range. That is because what he's actually trying to do, we'll see in this sequence. In this sequence, we can see that he's doing something that does not work because he's clinging to a plan in his head, and he does not notice the punishment he's taking. What he wants to do, as we can see here, is to counter in a close range. But because Blue Helmet is throwing so many shots in a short time, high volumes, here, he cannot execute these counters like we see here in that second. This is what he actually wants, but he fails because he cannot deal with the high volumes thrown by Blue Helmet. So that's basically against his expectation. It's just his game does not go as he planned it to, and he does not have a solution yet. He's used to counter in a close range, but the high volumes of Blue Helmet basically paralyze him. That's what you can do as a brawler, by the way. If you want to paralyze your opponent, give him high volumes. That makes people basically immobile, yeah? And we will see that after his coach will give him some advice, he will finally behave like a real counterpuncher. Okay, now check out this dramatical change in his game. Notice the distance control that he's executing after finishing his series of punches. The little steps he's taking back. And now just jumping out the range. Taking control of the range, basically. Taking advantage of the long range and obstructing vision with the jab. Pivoting out of the corners so he does not get caught with high volume punches where he cannot escape. Staying in a range where he can hit his opponent, but the opponent has to move a little bit to get in. Suddenly, we can see he can hit without being hit because he is controlling the long range now to his advantage. Looks like coaches are happy. Check how beautifully he's pivoting out and taking distance control. Pivot, angle, and taking distance control. Beautiful. Can you see how the brawler is not coming close anymore? And now he's pivoting so he does not get caught in the ropes again. I think I don't need to comment anymore. Just enjoy watching this round. He will execute everything that I said. Brawlers sometimes tend to rely on their strength, but they have less endurance. So making them chase you across the whole ring can be quite a good idea, just like now. It can frustrate your opponents and make him prone to make a lot of mistakes, overcommit, or getting impatient and abandon his strategy. Awesome, guys. I loved analyzing it. Like and subscribe if you want to see more of that.